You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Keeping Up with the Kardashians After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Keeping Up with the Kardashians After Show.
What is up, Kardashians fans? We're bringing you another wrap-up show for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's Season 9, Episode 4, a surprise engagement, Part 1. So, the reason for the Debbie Downer song... Kim is a little bit of a Debbie Downer this episode, a negative Nancy, whatever you want to call it. She's kind of bumming everyone out, right?
Yeah, she started off bullying everybody, kind of, I felt like. Talking about eyebrows and getting on Bruce's ponytail and telling people how to dress. I was like, dang, Kim.
Oh, wait, before we dive into all of this, I totally forgot to introduce ourselves. I'm your host, Danica Kennedy, and how about you guys introduce yourselves?
I am Stephaune Wallace. Holla.
Holla. I'm Francesca Dugan.
And I am Jessie Owen.
She's our new co-host.
Thanks
Newbie.
for joining us.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
Welcome. So back to Kim bullying everybody.
Yes,
Kim is just pushing people around. She's, she just had the baby. I don't know if that's like what do they call it?
Postpartum depression.
Hormones.
Depression.
Hormones. You might
Yes.
just call it that. And I don't know. She's just talking about everybody, making people feel bad about their appearance or their house. Or anything.
It's probably, okay, I've been on intense diets before. I've never been pregnant, but I'm sure she's like starving off that weight. And every time I've been on a very intense diet, I've been a total bitch. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that and the hormones are
Combined.
probably
Sure.
something to do with it.
And
Well,
I
yeah,
think I think she has a little bit too much time on her hands. 'Cause
Absolutely.
She's nitpicking at like little stuff that she would notice on a normal day basis because she spends a lot of time with her family. So it's just, it proves that she has too much time on her hands.
Absolutely. And like Kendall was saying, she takes everything good out of the pantry, good as in bad, and
Right,
probably puts
right.
in all that good stuff. And briefly in the episode, she was like, I lost 40 pounds right in the beginning.
Yeah.
But she did get thin so quick after her
Yeah.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
So you're right, maybe. It's the
She's
diet.
starving herself. I don't know
Yeah.
what she's doing.
Maybe, but with Kardashian money, I mean, they could just go lipo that crap out of there.
Yeah, true.
I would.
You got to keep it tight. She's dating Kanye, so
Gotta
Kanye
keep
don't
that
play.
tight.
Kanye workout plan.
Remember that song?
Yes.
That song was awesome. Yeah, no, but Kim, yeah. So whatever it is, she's really, really getting on everybody and kind of like you said, being bitchy. You know, I didn't appreciate how she started coming down on Kourtney's bathroom. She's like, "Oh, you're just patterns. You like patterns. It's your
Wallpaper.
style. You like wallpaper
everywhere.
And you're making your house hard to sell.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
this
tough.
is my house.
Right.
Like,
Well, some people don't want plain white everything in their
Yeah.
house. I like a splash of color. I like to spice it up, have it be fun.
Yeah, she
Absolutely.
did say, "You'll see how zen my house is when I move in."
She's a very black and white person.
Yeah.
She likes everything nice and clean, or at least she did with her other house in
Right.
the previous season.
Right.
Doesn't that look untouched or unlived in? That's weird.
I'm the opposite. I like it cozy. Like, I
Yeah.
want it to
Me
feel
too.
like comfortable.
I like
where
my
live.
pile of clothes on my bed.
I think their new house will be just like a hotel, you
Yeah.
know, because Kanye likes everything big and extravagant, and, you know, people go on vacations to
If
see
he's
that
if
stuff.
he's ever there, you
Right?
know, Kanye's barely anywhere around. I mean, he's touring and then he's always got something going on. So we don't even see him in these episodes, which is wild.
Well, he won't come on the show.
Yeah, no,
he
he
doesn't
said
want to
he
be a
would.
part of the show. So he could be like right there, and they could be editing him out for all
Oh,
we
true,
know. Like
true.
we don't really know how they're doing this. I'm sure he's not just like chilling there while they're filming
Yeah,
because he
not
has better
avoiding.
things to do with his time. But I'm sure he's not that far away unless he's on tour or something, shopping in Paris.
I know, always in Paris.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he's at Fashion Week right now in New York.
Yeah, of course. He don't miss that.
He should be.
They actually show him in the previews.
They did, yeah, he was.
Kanye in the previews. He's a fashion icon now. I'm
Really
anxiously awaiting for them to introduce Baby North on the show, because I don't know if
Yeah.
she'll be on the show.
I don't think they're going to.
They're gonna let her?
Yeah, I don't think he wants her to be on
Kanye
there.
doesn't want her to be on there, and Kim has agreed that that's totally
what they don't
fine
wanna do.
because even though she has chosen to live a very public life,
Yeah.
she can't decide that for a baby or her husband. Not
Sure,
everyone
sure.
else wants that lifestyle. It's a hard one to live.
Yeah.
But Mason made quite an appearance
I
on
know,
this
Mason's
episode.
so cute. That's why I want to see him.
What was the word that he said at the end?
Farfik nigga.
I haven't heard that in like
Yeah.
decades.
But it's even cuter to have a kid that's, what is he, like 3? To say Farfik nigga at the dinner table. You're like, what? How do you even know that?
Can I say how weird it was? How Kourtney was talking about breastfeeding him until he was 5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Oh yeah.
So weird.
I think that's so bizarre. Okay, I understand why people do that. Like, it's
Right.
very healthy for the child, and it's good for you, too. It makes you lose a lot of weight. You know, it's like a good calorie burner and stuff. But it's really weird to have, like, a grown-up, like a kid. I've seen people, like, nurse 4-year-olds in public and stuff, and I think it's so
Awkward.
disgusting. I've seen it happen at a Starbucks and
Wow.
at a theme park, and I think that should be private, and at least like put it in a bottle first and then give it to them once they reach a
Pump.
certain age.
Pump it up.
Yeah, and don't ever let them know. Just don't ever let them know.
Yeah, there should be a cutoff period that's like just known. What's the benefits though? I mean,
Well,
the
remember
kid,
there was that Times article that came out. Remember
Yeah.
the woman that
Yeah.
I mean, the kid was like, I forget his age.
7 or 8,
was
I think.
way
Right?
he was
too
standing
old.
in a chair with his mouth on her breast.
Yeah, there should be an age cutoff, I feel like, or at least not sucking directly from the boob.
Just like, what did Khloé say? If the kid can say, "Mom, put that in my mouth," then he's too old to be breastfeeding.
Yeah. No. But does it help develop their brains? What was the article? Did the article say anything about that?
It was nutrition.
Nutrition.
Yeah, it is really good for you.
Yeah, but with all the
But
stuff we
it's
have
still-
today, I'm sure there's other ways to get your vitamins. You know, Flintstone kids.
Flintstones.
Remember that? Yeah. Or those little gummy ones. They got gummy ones now.
Get them the Flintstone vitamins
Yeah.
instead.
Not the A-Rod gummies, you know, for those who know
Wow.
about that.
Anyways, back to Negative Nancy.
No, you know what I thought was funny about Kim, though? You all were talking earlier about her not wanting to have Baby North in the spotlight and everything. And she said it in the beginning of the episode, it's been tough for me to step out of the spotlight and just be a mom. And I'm like, at what point? Because I'm sure we've seen her from, except for maybe the actual baby coming out of her womb.
Oh man.
We've seen her on pictures or on TV for the entire time. So I don't know when she stepped out of the spotlight. When did she go away?
After the baby was born, she like went into hiding a little bit, but besides that, she
Yeah.
hasn't really disappeared.
I'm like, you always in the spotlight. You're still in the spotlight.
To be fair, like even just in the spotlight, right? So her Christmas party, which I went to this year, right?
Yeah.
She didn't really make an appearance. She was kind of behind the scenes and things like that, and then she came out for a few photos with her family, and that was about it. You know, she
gotcha.
really wasn't celebrating, and so I think it's more of that.
Okay. So she's making an adjustment to how she.
Yeah, I mean, she's having to take care of the kid more than she is
Sure.
having to do these things.
Right, just like Khloé said, she's used to being pulled in so many different directions, and then now she's kind of like sitting at home and putting the hot pink baby clothes away.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Kim
it's
has to
good
be
for
a
her.
mom?
North's
kidding?
closet looks. We were talking about this earlier. How it looks better than ours.
I know. I'm like,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So crazy.
They probably get so much free stuff from people. Like, I know
Absolutely.
celebrities get sent all sorts of clothes from, you know, companies all over the world. But
Sure.
if they're the Kardashians, I'm sure they're being sent
Absolutely.
all sorts of stuff from like designers and
who did she say
knows?
was the one that sent the little outfit?
I forgot the designer, but somebody
It
sent
was
something really cute.
McCartney. Stella McCartney.
Stella
McCartney.
McCartney. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do. You're absolutely right. They probably do get all sorts of stuff. Her closet was loaded. loaded top to bottom. This kid can wear something new every day.
And she's going to grow out of them before she even gets to wear them all.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Which accumulating a lot of that stuff is probably one of the reasons why Kris is getting annoyed that Kim's living in her house and taking over the whole area.
Even in Kris's closet, she had the drawer that she has the key to lock it for her jewelry.
Right. She's like, who has the key to this? I do. It's my diamonds. It's my closet.
I like how she said to Kris, I need the shampoo because my hair's blonde now, so it's a special shampoo and I need it in the shower. And she's like,
I like Kim as a blonde. I know she just turned it back brunette, but I thought it was fun for a little bit.
Yeah, the blonde was hot.
I like any color hair she does. She's so gorgeous.
She can't really look bad. She's pretty hot either way. She's an attractive person.
She makes some good choices. But 10 cars in the driveway? What's going on at that house? They got so much going on over there.
There has to be more people there than we see. They definitely must edit it out.
The two daughters, like, they drive already, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I thought they were still. Are they still staying with Bruce though at the house in Malibu or no?
No, I think their main house is
the Jenner house.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one in Calabasas.
So then Kanye's got a car. Kim's got a car. Kris has got a few cars.
Oh, yeah, she said, I can't get my few cars
I can't get
out of
my
the
cars
driveway.
out.
Okay,
Most of them have multiple cars, it seems like. I know Scott Disick has a huge car collection. I mean, he's not living in that house specifically, but I know Kim has, like, tons of cars.
Yeah, no, Scott loves the cars.
Her and Kanye should just have a parking structure underneath their house when they build it.
Oh my God.
A big compound.
But you all posed a good question while we were watching it, and you said, why would they stay with the mom? I mean, they have so much money.
Yeah.
They can kind of do whatever they want.
Show ratings.
Show ratings.
Absolutely.
To thicken the plot.
Right.
What happened to her old house? The one that used to be featured in the old seasons. She had a very nice house. What happened to it?
She sold it. I think they wanted to get a bigger, nicer house.
So why would you sell the house before you found another home?
Great question. I mean, you were comfortable. You had a place to stay. Kanye could hide out in whatever corridors there that he wants. And,
there were... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but a while back there were some episodes where the paparazzi was really attacking her at that house, like regularly, and I think there was sort of a transition phase where she like wanted a fresh start and like moved out temporarily and was like living with Kanye, and then they like needed somewhere else to live. But yeah, I mean, they're the Kardashians. They totally could afford to rent or stay in a house like that still. I think for the show, though, they want to spice it up and they want Kim to be in it as much as possible.
Of course.
Maybe Kim should have rented that house next to Kourtney.
That would have been funny.
Get the tunnel, right?
Yeah. I mean, and they can also stay in Kourtney's house nowadays because it's pretty much a ghost town.
Oh, you mean Khloé's?
I mean, Khloé's house.
I was like,
I know Kourtney's house is small, but
didn't they just sell the house?
Yeah, they did.
Did they? I did not know that. Man, it's really official.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's really sad. I really thought, Lamar and Khloé were the two that had their head on their shoulders. Were gonna make it.
Me too. I thought out of everyone, they were gonna be the ones that lasted the longest, especially over Kourtney and Scott. Surprisingly, the ones that didn't get married are the ones that have had the most successful and sturdy relationships in the end.
And now they look like the wisest.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, maybe you shouldn't get married.
And look at Kris and Bruce. Like, they were married for how long? 26 years?
Yeah, something like that.
And then they just split up.
Well, they just kind of drifted apart. I don't know how long. I feel like they were apart, like, in their hearts a long time ago, just like friends for a very long time. So,
Speaking on Bruce really fast, that's so funny how he's going to have a Bruce party.
Oh, my goodness.
And only the last one only played Bruce Springsteen.
Right.
The photographer's named Bruce.
Everybody there is
Everybody's name is Bruce.
So it's all Bruce's at a Bruce party with Bruce Springsteen playing.
He said if you weren't named Bruce, you couldn't come in.
Guess what?
Leave it to Bruce to do something that's just weird.
Brucey.
It's Brucey. It's just Brucey.
Will everyone have ponytails too?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
How y'all feeling about the ponytails? Does that turn women on? I mean, kind of looks...
If it was like a hot younger guy, maybe.
Yeah.
If it was like Brody with a ponytail, that would be hot.
Brody with a pony?
Brody with a pony. Brody would look good
know.
with one. I feel like he's too old to pull it off, but I'm also thinking, like, at least he's, like, pulling that shit back because it's been, like, crazy hair. We always used to complain about his hair all the time.
Being
when we were
everywhere.
the other host. It was, like, a weekly topic.
Oh my goodness, Bruce. Well, good dude. I mean, he's always in good spirits from what I see.
How do you feel about the pony? You think he's rocking it?
No, he looks kind of child molester guy.
Oh no.
You know, unfortunately, Bruce. I mean, you're my
at
man
least
and
he
everything.
doesn't have a mustache too.
That would be so
That
bad.
That would be
that would
over-
creep it up.
And at least it's not a rat tail, too. That
Yeah.
would be even worse.
He's got enough back there.
Oh my gosh, rat tail! If he gets a rat tail,
Takes
that'd
me
be
back to New
ridiculous.
Kids on the Block.
Oh
Oh,
man.
my goodness. New Kids, shout out. That's funny.
I feel like Kim would be a really difficult person to live with, just in general, without being a celebrity, because she's a high maintenance person. She likes to be
Super.
the center of attention. But along with all this fame, all these other people in the family, just having a kid, and all this stuff, all the crap everywhere, all the, cars, all the shoes, all the bags.
Strollers.
I mean, this is like my dream. I'm talking about like mansions with like shoes and clothes, but like that's a lot of stuff to have to deal with when she's living in your house.
Yeah.
And especially when your kids are like growing up, it would be kind of annoying. But on the other hand, Kris absolutely loves Kim
Of
and
course.
wants her around. And I feel like she's probably had a little bit of empty nest syndrome because Kim's like her favorite.
Yeah.
It seems like, at least.
I don't know. After this episode, she's very annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she'll be fine. She went and saw
Once
the
she
house.
moves out, though, she'll be wanting her back, I think.
She'll
Yeah.
probably be over at Kim's house all the time.
All the time, of course.
I just hope she goes over there
Name
and starts
dropping Kanye.
like
Nitpicking.
painting stuff and rearranging stuff like Kim did to her.
She won't be invited back. Kim's like, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Did you see her? She's like, I'll kill you if you mess up my house. Kim's a trip. She's being a real trip right now. She calls it constructive criticism, which I thought was cute. She's like, I'm just giving everybody constructive criticism. I'm Kim. Everybody should know that what I say is the right way. Is how she kind of feels. And it was a trip to watch.
I mean, she had something to say about every little thing, like the little. It's
Chloe-
like a
Chloe.
pepper stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
Now, when I was watching that, I was like, oh my god, I wonder if I have a pepper in my teeth.
I did too.
Oh, geez. See? She's making you all
I know,
self-conscious.
like, oh shoot.
You can't let that happen. You got to stay the course. Be confident. Love you. I'm speaking to y'all out there. Love
Everyone.
you. Love yourself.
You don't have to be perfect like Kim Kardashian.
That's right. It takes a lot of work and money.
And most people probably don't think she's perfect, so
No.
only she does.
She can be hot at a lot of moments, though. A lot of moments.
I
she is,
agree.
you know?
Being hot changes everything.
Yeah. From a guy's perspective. So we called her Negative Nancy because, that's what they were calling. No, they were calling her Fancy Nancy.
First, judgmental Judy.
Judgmental Judy. Transition to Fancy Nancy.
I love
Fancy
the
Nancy.
Fancy Nancy reference because my best friend's mom is the illustrator for the children's books Fancy Nancy.
Oh my
Super
gosh.
random, but Fancy Nancy is like this little kid cartoon. And the book is very glamorous. It's always like pink with like glitter all over it.
Nice.
So like if Kim was a little cartoon, that would be
She'd be
who she'd
similar.
be. She'd be Fancy,
Fancy Nancy.
I bet North already has those books.
Oh, I'm sure.
Books.
Hopefully.
I just
Or
couldn't
they-
believe that Kim wasn't catching on because they had already been complaining to her like, why are you always being so judgmental and saying this? And then she's like, who's this Nancy person that you're talking about? They're like, oh, she's just judging. And she's like, oh, that's annoying. And Chloe's like, yeah, we know.
And then they all, it's so funny because they're such a tight-knit family and they always like poke fun at each other, but then Kim felt bad and then they all felt bad. You know, they can't like keep it up. They're not like, well, you were being kind of bitchy to us and whatever. They're like, oh, Kim's feeling bad. I feel bad. Let me apologize. Yeah, it's a trip. I don't know.
Everyone wants to be on Kim's good side.
Gotta be on Kim's good side, you know? And I figure siblings, you just beat each other up, right? Or beat each other down.
Yeah, I love the episodes when the siblings hit on each other.
Yeah.
When they get in fights and they like get in like bicker. I don't know, when Khloé's like trying to be the one rationalizing everything while everyone else is fighting. Those are the best episodes in my opinion.
It's true. Well, like even in this episode when Kris was taking her with her to go see the house, Khloé's like, I'm not getting involved with this. I'm just sitting in the car. I'm just going.
Yeah.
So.
Khloé's always like the mediator.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean,
Someone
she's the
has
biggest
to be.
one though. She's the scariest one if it came down to like a fisticuffs. If they all fought, you know, I've got my money on Khloé. I just say.
I don't know. She's got her weak moments, but
Khloé?
she's definitely my favorite because she just has a good head on her shoulder.
I think she has the biggest heart out of all of them.
She's the
it
most
seems like.
real. She's
Yeah.
not. I mean, she is materialistic, but she's really not. Like, if that makes any sense.
I feel like she's less self-absorbed. Like, she cares a lot about other people. They always show her, like, you know, giving to the homeless or
Sure.
charities and, you know, going out of her way to help her sisters and Kim and some of the other ones, you know, like Kris on the show. And, you know, they're more self-absorbed or just, like, involved in their family. And I like that she reaches out to others.
Yeah. She's got a huge heart. Love it. I love what she's doing.
Should we get into talking about Khloé and Lamar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Lamar and the
So
disconnect.
Yes.
Well, we already kind of, it's so weird because we know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But-
show has to catch up to what's happening in real life.
In
It's
real
always
life.
weird when we're like, we know what's going on with them now. We know that the house has already been sold and they're getting divorced.
Yeah.
Yep.
And apparently he's been hanging out with Jamie. I don't know if you remember Jamie from the previous seasons. It was Lamar's high school friend.
I was
Remember him?
like surprised to hear that, but then I wasn't because of the whole drug use and whatever. I don't know why I affiliate Jamie. He always seemed like
He's
that
a
kinda-
loser.
Yeah,
Like,
scumbag type guy.
When he's been on the show, he's being a mooch.
He's a mooch.
there living off Lamar, using
Yeah.
his money to pay for his cell phone bills, his credit card bills. And, you know, if you're, you know, that big of a loser that you have to have your friends pay for everything and you're just like laying on the couch all day like a sloth, you're probably like high or something, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I associate him with drugs too, just because he seems like a druggie. Like, why are you doing nothing with your time? And why
Right.
do you have no job or
Or
other
anything.
friends or a
Right.
girlfriend or anything?
Anything.
Like, you have to be doing something wrong if that's your situation.
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder how they started talking again, though, because for a while they weren't even talking, or that we know of.
Maybe Khloé cut that relationship apart a little bit.
Yeah, she did.
grew
Remember,
back
she stood
together.
up back a couple seasons ago, and I think it was
Like, you got to
severed.
cut him off.
But the weed be letting people know. That brings back friendships, you know. That brings back makes for strange bedfellows.
He was paying for like multiple people's cell phone
Yeah.
bills though, and like 50 of his friends' cell phone bills, something ridiculous.
That's so
like
weird.
that's more than just a family plan.
Right.
That's intense.
Is he still playing basketball, or I mean,
No.
So where's that money coming from?
The league won't touch him, but I mean, he accumulated a lot of money though. It's not.
Yeah,
like,
he was
soon
such
as you
a
stop.
huge star that I'm sure he has money saved up.
Oh yeah.
He's a
I
huge
wonder how
celebrity
much has
still,
been
but
spent on drugs, though.
And
Yeah.
when you start paying for a lot of different people, it goes pretty fast.
But you have to think of how many things he was endorsing too. Like, he has to have money saved up even if he's spending a ton on drugs, because they endorse things like pistachios, like they're in pistachio commercials,
Yeah.
and Unbreakable, the perfumes, which by the way smell amazing. I have to like go figure out where I can buy them before
Before they're
they
gone.
cancel them since they're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're for both sexes. It smells so good. But they have so many things that they endorse that I know he's like raking in money for sure.
Man, the irony that they made Unbreakable the perfume.
I know. That's
You know?
always how it is. It's
Yeah.
like newlyweds, Jessica Simpson, like together forever.
Yeah.
Oh, divorce the next year.
Right,
or
right.
something.
Another one I was very shocked on.
Reality show marriages. Just, I don't know.
And whenever people get tattoos of like
Somebody
someone
else's
else's,
name, yeah.
it's like cursing it, I
Sure,
think.
sure.
And they got the tattoos, and then like the next year they're getting
Yeah.
divorced. I'm like,
I wonder what she's gonna, because she has that on her hand, right?
yeah.
I wonder if she's gonna change that to like.
Is that a K or an L?
It's like, I think it says
I
LO.
think it says LO. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I saw it in this
Initials.
episode, and I was like, is that a K? I didn't know.
I think it's a cute tattoo, but it's going to be interesting to see if she changes it or not.
Yeah.
Just like a random panther.
I would do that.
He just covered
if
it
I got
up.
married. Get my wife's initials right there.
It's bad.
Cursing it.
A part of me
Curse-
kind of hopes that they'll get back together.
All right, I'm not doing it.
You want to end up like them,
No.
unbreakable,
Unbreakable.
whatever.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What was that about? I don't know if I'm just missing something, but when she was in the car, when Khloé was on the phone and she said he's supposed to ask Rob if he can leave town.
Or not.
Was that?
I don't think it's Rob. I think it's somebody to do with
Bob
like
or
a
something like that.
drug counselor or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can't. He's not supposed to leave town for a while. And he was like, "Hey, I'm in Redondo Beach." She's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm going to the East Coast."
Yeah.
I'm like, What? I don't know. He always sounds high on the phone.
He does.
During the
He sounds
episodes.
really messed up.
Yeah, like
in
he's
all the phone
gone.
calls. It's so sad. I mean, you can try to help someone as much as you can, and I think Khloé really did try to help him. It seemed like get through this and get out of it, but you can only try so much. And if someone really wants to do something, they're still going to do it, and they're
Yeah.
going to put their foot down no matter what. So I think that's what happened, and she just finally had to give up and move on with her life and think about herself first.
Yeah. Drugs are the worst. I mean, whatever.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, it's really sad. Like I feel bad for people that get addicted to drugs because I understand that like some people they can't help it. It's like a problem and an addiction. A lot of people die from it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's terrible.
just a week ago we lost one of the greats, one of the great actors
Yeah.
of our time, and it just continues to happen. You know, I don't want to bring it all down here, but
Well, it's really
I hate
common
drugs. I hate drug
in
use.
this, LA Hollywood
Industry,
community.
yeah.
This industry.
And crack is like one of the
Whack.
most difficult. Crack is whack. Hashtag crack is whack. But it's one of the most difficult to shake. You know, crack and heroin. Those are like your top two. You're kind of stuck.
Yeah, it sounds
know?
like that's what he was doing, like a lot of heroin and coke mainly is what it sounds like. They never say exactly what it is, but
Right.
from the way they were describing
Word on the street
it,
is he was smoking
word
crack.
on the street, crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
Hashtag crack is
I
what.
wonder how long he's been doing it because, I mean, they were married for, 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, she wouldn't have tolerated that, so he had to have hidden it very well.
it sounds like he had a party past
Mm-hmm.
that they didn't really discuss ever until more recently. Like he used to, have all these women and get like prostitutes and strippers and do a bunch of blow and like have this crazy life with like a bunch of NBA players. And then once he got married, he had to settle down a little bit more. And Khloé kind of like tamed that down and harnessed in, and then it was almost like a relapse, it sounds
Yeah.
like. But I never knew that about him till more recently.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about crack is whack and all his drug addictions, let's get into some news and gossip.
Sure.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So Jay Leno had his last show recently, and Kim was on the last episode along with Sheryl Crow, Carol Burnett, Oprah, Jack Black, Chris Paul, Billy Crystal, and Jim Parsons, to name a few people. And Jimmy Fallon's going to be taking over, I believe, and it sounds like Seth Meyers is going to be taking over Jimmy Fallon's show. Is that right?
Yep.
Did I say that right?
Absolutely
Okay.
correct.
Yeah, so she got to be a part of the last episode, which is really cool. That's
Yeah.
a really big show and an exciting episode to be a part of, the big season finale. So it's cool that she got to be a part of that.
Yeah, and what an honor. Look at the company she was in. I mean,
Yeah.
Anytime you bring Oprah out and Kim Kardashian, that means you done made it, girl. You done made it. So that's
Seriously.
pretty cool. Very cool. Yeah. What were you
Definitely.
telling us about?
Their stepmother. Her name is Ellen Pearson. Apparently, Kim, Khloé, and Kourtney are suing her for selling things that they didn't feel belonged to her. They belonged to her father. Because apparently, it was said in a couple of episodes ago that
Wait, Rob Kardashian's wife before he died?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
when he was on his deathbed, she brought
Oh, I remember.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
a priest there to marry them when he was on his deathbed. So she's been selling stuff, and
Scandalous.
now she's countersuing for slander and everything. So I'm wondering where that's going to go.
It's probably going to go back and forth for a while.
She's crazy. What a criminal. I can't believe someone would do that.
I know what people do for money.
Yeah, they try to capitalize. Everybody's trying to get their piece of the pie.
And she was, you know, a few episodes ago, she was also telling people that Kris beat the kids. And,
Yeah, I remember that.
It's just like, really, you have nothing else better to do.
You're supposed to beat your kids out there. That's a part of growing up. Beat the kids.
With the shoe.
Too many kids didn't get beatings. That's why we got all these spoiled kids talking about they getting bullied. Man. Anyway, that's something else.
We do not condone violence on this show.
I don't. But if they my kids, I'm beating them. Good thing I have no kids. Anyway.
There's a reason you don't have kids, apparently.
Nobody wants to have
you
kids.
would have them taken away immediately. You'd beat them.
Child Protective Services.
Speaking about Khloé and Lamar, though, I always think the best revenge after a breakup is looking super hot in front of your ex. And Khloé has looked so hot on Instagram lately. She's been... Like, she lost a lot of weight. She's looking fabulous. Her hair looks great, her clothes, and she's always posting hot pictures of herself. So I'm like, you go, girl. Like, you're going through a bad breakup, and you seem to be handling it great because you look fabulous.
Yeah, and always be seen with some good-looking men, I guess, is her deal. She's been seen with The Game a lot. Rapper The Game. And she was out with, what's his name, from the Dodgers?
Kim?
Yeah, she was out with Matt Kemp.
Kim dating him at one point? Or no. That was someone else? Was that her?
Kim keeps it like football, basketball. I don't know if she got into baseball.
Wrong sport.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, but she was seen with Matt Kemp, so staying around some hot guys, you know?
She's a catch. So I think she can get
And
whoever
she's
she
available.
wants.
What's up, Chloe? How about your boy?
He needs some
Single
children to
ladies.
discipline.
For real. Well, what else we got? You got anything else? That's cool.
Well, I guess we should jump into some predictions next.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
How about you ladies go first?
Well, let's see. Since the title of this episode was a surprise engagement, we do know that next episode they will get engaged.
And it won't be very surprising.
because we already know all about it.
Yeah.
And I think she'll say yes.
Possibly.
Have a feeling.
We should take bets on this.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we're all going to say that she says yes.
yeah, definitely.
But I didn't know that they were, because I did know it was a huge surprise, so I didn't know that they were filming the show for it. So I'm kind of excited to see, because I heard about the orchestra and the fireworks, so I'm excited to actually see it.
Which I think is really cool that they let us in that way, that much, you know? So we get to see the whole thing.
Apparently the wedding's going to be on TV too.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's
What do you guys think about another Kim wedding on TV?
The third one?
I mean, I still want to watch it. So
Oh, yeah,
I
for sure.
still want it to be on TV.
I'm watching
hoping-
anything Kanye does.
Yeah, I think.
Oh my
I
God,
think
he's
it's
gonna
gonna be better. I mean, her last wedding was like a royal wedding, and it was so beautiful and fairy tale like. But now we have Kanye in there, and you know it's gonna be super elaborate, like high fashion, like VIP to the max. So I want to be able to witness that.
Sure.
I feel like it's either gonna be all out, super public. Everyone sees everything, or it's like VIP private, like you wish you knew what was going on in this party and you wish you got an invite.
Well, they said North was going to be a big part of it, so I
that's
wonder
true, they
if
did say
they'll not be so open about it.
Flower baby.
Flower baby.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
I did hear that the reason why they wanted to make it televised is because Kim said that it would be easier to get everything done since they were doing the wedding in Paris. So
I'm sure if it's televised, they're getting paid a bunch of money, and then it just pays for itself too.
Yep.
must be nice.
Because the pictures she got from, they made so much money off the pictures from the wedding with
Previous wedding.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yes. Yep. But you know what'd be really cool?
Can't keep up.
If they had the priest dress up like Jesus, just because it's Kanye.
Jesus.
Yes. No,
Please-
that's just me.
Please don't do that, Kanye. I love you, bro, but man,
Anything is possible.
don't blaspheme and just bring Christ to your.
Is it?
I guess whatever, he can do whatever he wants.
Is it weird that I'm more curious about what Kanye is gonna wear at the wedding than what Kim's gonna wear? I don't care about her wedding dress as much as like what he's gonna wear. Like
Kanye's wedding skirt.
Yeah, like
is he wearing a skirt?
Man leggings with
man leggings,
leather
hammer pants,
man skirt.
I don't think he'll go traditional.
Of course not.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe a purple tux.
Hashtag
orange.
trendsetter.
Yeah, for real.
If they invite celebrities to the wedding, do you think Taylor Swift will go?
Taylor Swift?
Taylor should go up and say, yo, excuse me, Kim, y'all having a great wedding, but...
Kris had the best wedding of all time.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess my predictions are that they're going to go full out for their wedding. It's going to be abroad, very elaborate, very romantic, and, original. Something new and exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that 100%. Kanye is going to do something that cannot be duplicated at some point of the wedding.
Concert mid-wedding.
Yes. I totally think so.
Yeah, it cannot be duplicated. He won't have something that someone else can ever imagine. So, and if you've seen the sets to his concerts, just look out. It's going to be ridiculous.
Well, you guys should definitely tweet us and let us know what you think they're going to do for their elaborate wedding, as well as any other predictions you may have. Where can they find you guys online?
Twitter, Instagram, and Vine, XOXOCESCA.
And you can find me on Twitter at Miss Jessie Owen.
You can find me on Twitter at I Am More Fire, just like that.
And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Danica Kennedy. Thanks for watching.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.